Alrighty guys, where I left you off in part 1 was exactly like this. It's a little bit wobbly, a little bit out of shape. That will sort itself in this round, and get ready for next round as well. For this round, however, you will need the yellow, okay, or gold, whatever you want to call it. But we are going to cast off. So let's get a close-up. Oh, by the way, you will need 4 stitch markers for this round because we're going to mark the corners. If you are an avid crocheter, you may not need it, but just in case, we will need it. All right, so take out your stitch marker, which I forgot to put in the first time and had to redo those stitches, as you do. Give your work a cut. I'm sorry guys, you know, beauty is pain. Give your work a cut, yeah? All right, so you need to grab your yellow. Now we're going to use quite a few colours in this particular part of our tutorial, or well, of our pattern I should say, but we're going to start off with this gorgeous yellow. I would like you to find a corner, any corner you like, it doesn't matter. Now I've got a tail end here. I'm going to start in the corner just before the tail end to show you what you do in that tail end, yeah? So we're here, all the way over to this corner right here, popping your hook in, grabbing your little tail, making sure you're on the right side of your work. How can you tell? Look at your little V's. If they're facing you, that's your right side. If you turn it that way and the V's are going backwards, then that's your wrong side. So making sure you're on your right side. We're always going to be working on the right side of our work for our blanket. Okay, just heads up there for future reference. Okay, we're just going to pass the tail forward to lock it into place. Chain 1. Nice tight chain. You can move it over a bit first because we're going to fill up that circle. Did I say a circle? I meant corner. Hello. Single crochet in the same space that you are in over your tail. Yes? And that's single 1. Single 2. And I want you to pop a stitch marker in this single. And this one is to show you what your center stitch is in the corner. That means we are making 1 more single crochet. Right flat bang in that corner. Pass your little tail end at the back. If you want to keep crocheting over it, you can. Just move your stitches over, because don't forget this little stitch right here when you are working out of your corners, okay? That is a stitch. And where you're going into is all the V's, yes? Now you've done single crochets before here, so you know what you're doing, but just make sure, I'm going to pop that at the back there, you're going in your V's right there. So single 1. Super easy. Now let me just fix the lighting up here. It's not really helping. It's cloudy today, guys, sorry. Okay, single, guess what, in that very next stitch. Single in your next. I'm not sure if you're getting a picture already. Single in your next. Single in your next. Uh-oh, is that what we're doing? Single in the next, all the way through this side of our work. Now keep going. I'm going to pop this on fast until we get to that little thread that's sticking out way over here, and I will meet you there in a moment. All right, and off we go. Alrighty, we are pretty close. Let's have a look-see. All right, so what you have here is your 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your slip stitch, your thread is in that 4th chain right there. So this is not a stitch. This, however, is. All right, so go into that first one right there. And before you do your next one, just grab that tail end. You're going to crochet over it if you want to. If you don't want to, just leave it at the back. All right, I'm going to crochet over it. I'm going to pull it forward, pop my hook in that first stitch, or not so much first stitch, but the first stitch next to your knot, and single crochet like that. Yeah, skip over the knot, jump into your next stitch, single crochet. Can't see that knot, can you? Pretty cool. And we're also going to weave that knot in as well. Yeah, so single there, single there, single in your next stitch, and guess what? You're into the corner. All right, so what you're going to do in a corner, 1, 2, stop what you're doing there, grab your next stitch marker and pop it in. This is really going to help you in the next round. Okay, so it's really important to have these stitch markers. Again, if you are an avid crocheter, you don't have to pop them in. Pop another single crochet. So you have 3 single crochets in the corner and your middle one has your stitch marker. Move it over, and actually you can't see that stitch. I almost missed it, almost went into there, but that is actually a stitch hiding under your corner stitches. But there you go, and it's really tight around here. All right, so off we go, popping our stitches all the way through, and I don't think I need to show you any more. So what I'm going to do now is, and this is the easy part, guys, send you off on your own, and you are going to single crochet to the corner, put your 3 single crochets, pop a stitch marker in your second, single to this corner, 3 single crochets, stitch marker in your second, single right back over here, and get to that stitch right before the corner. It's a bit thick because I've been playing with it. Get to that stitch right before the corner, and I'll meet you there once you're done. Alrighty guys, you should now have this look right here. You should have your 4 corners with your stitch markers. If you are an avid crocheter and you didn't use the stitch markers, don't stress. Your square should start to look a little tighter now, yes? These next few rows can be a tad confusing, alright? I'm not going to make it too difficult for you. I did actually change the pattern. I had another pattern suited, and I changed it because I thought, wait a minute, we can do something better. And we have tried something a little different. Now, see how you've got your tiny little gaps here? We are now going to be focusing on making those gaps a lot wider on all those angles, making your middle a lot pointier, yeah? And now you're going to turn, in the next 5 or 6 rows, your square into a circle. What? They're saying no way. Yes way. We're going to do that right now. All right, let's get on with it. You have, well, I have, I'm not so much sure about you. I have a couple of single crochets left. Oh, I have too many. I have 3. 1, hello, 2, and 3. All right. Once you've done your last single crochet, remember how we popped, let's get even closer. Remember how we popped our stitch marker in the corner stitch there. I forgot to put another stitch marker right there. Would have been a little overcrowded anyway, but just, you need to actually slip stitch into there first. Like so. I think I split the yarn, so being careful how you slip stitch. Don't do a Mary. There we go. Don't do a Mary. All right, pull your loop through. Pull it through to the loop you are in. Beauty is pain, guys. Chain 1, give it a bit of a tug. We are now officially going to change to this colour right here, which is your aqua. Get excited, guys, because this part of the tutorial is very, very interesting. Start from wherever you like. You can start from there, you can there, it doesn't matter. I'm going to start from there just to keep in sync, because first we were there, then we were there, and now we're over here. Just for fun. All right, so initially we're not starting in a corner for this part. We're not, and I'll explain that in a minute. Grab your new colour, which was your aqua. There's your corner stitch. Now this is why I asked you to put your stitch markers in. You're going to count back 4. 1, 2, 3, and in that 4th stitch, pop your hook. And as you can see, I've already played with it. My stitches are lifted. Now I've played with it so that I can play with some stitches and work something out for you, and I have. So just grab your colour, pulling your loop through like normal, pass your little tail forward, lock it into place with a chain and 1 single crochet. Just tighten that chain a little bit and do a single crochet over it. When you tighten your chain, don't tighten your single crochet like I do, because then you can't get your hook in at the end of the row like I do, or like I don't, like I have trouble doing. Pass your tail at the back. You're not going to crochet over this. You're going to weave that in that way later, yeah? And you'll see why in a minute. Now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and you're going to pop a single crochet into that corner stitch, the one with your stitch marker in it. And there you go. Take out your stitch marker. You don't need that anymore. All right. Turn your work a little bit. Once again, you're chaining 1, 2, and 3. Skip 1, 2, 3, single crochet into your 4th, like that. From here, you are going to single crochet into another 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And including that first one you did, that is 5. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? Now we're going to half double crochet in the next 5. Yarn over your hook in the stitch, pull a loop through, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's your half double 1. Another 1, 2. I don't need to show you've done these before, but anyway. 3, 4, and 5. All right, you're going to start seeing a lift now. We're going 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you know doubles, the main stitch. Can you see it rising? Very pretty. Now we are going to do half trebles, and that half treble is yarn over your hook, go into your very next stitch, pull a loop through like you're doing a double, but don't do the double. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop only. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through another 2 loops. I'm going to try that again. Yarn over your hook in the next stitch, pull a loop through. You've got 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 1. 3 loops again, or still. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through the last 2. So 1, 2. You need not 5, you need 7 altogether. I don't know if I mentioned 5 in this one, but you actually need 7. So you've got 1, 2. Let's do another one. 3. 4. 5. 6. Last one. 7. All right. So what you have is a little ladder happening that way. Yeah. Now you're going to go back the same way you came. Forget about your half trebles. Just do your 5 doubles, 5 half doubles, and 5 singles. All right. So off we go with our 5 doubles. 1. Let's bring that out now. 2. 3. 4. And 5 doubles. 5 half doubles. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Now 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What you should be left with is 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and your knotted stitch. Oh, let's get a close up. That didn't work. Let's try that again. 1, 2, and your knotted stitch 3. Just pop that little thread at the back for a minute so you can see that stitching. Can you see it there? 1, 2, and the knotted stitch 3. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and single crochet into that corner stitch. Don't do it as loose as I just did. See how I pulled that tight? Chain 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. Skip 1, 2, 3. And in your fourth one, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let me show you what you are looking at now. Now it's kind of looking like, wait a minute, it's going up there and it's closing up here. Is that normal? Yes, it is. Get excited because yes, guys, you are turning your square into a circle. What? Yes, we are turning it into a circle. Get excited. See how excited I get? All right. Now you can actually continue from where we started here to there, to here, to there, to here, whoops, to there, to here, to there. However, I'm going to do one more side for you only because I don't want to leave our newbies out in the lurch, and then all I want you to do is repeat these two. So let's finish off this side. We did our 5 single crochets, yes? All right, if I can get that up. Here we go. Now we need to do 5 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now it's actually, I was going to say 5, 7 half trebles. Yarn over your hook, into the stitch, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2, and 6 more, and off we go. That's your second one. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. And 7. All right, easy. Okay, that's what you've done. There's your rise, goes right up to the top of your 7th one. And now you're going back down again with your 5 double crochets. A very simple row, just make sure you get your count right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you actually didn't add up around this side here, then you've done some count wrong. Okay, so just be wary. If you don't want to work out where the count is wrong, you can fluff it or fudge it if you will. I don't like the idea of fudging because once you start fudging, your work starts to look a bit crooked, and more so in something like this because there's a lot of colour involved. All right, so try not to fudge too much. If you need to, just fudge. Now we are doing 5 half doubles, as you know. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Easy. And guess what? 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so you should have 1, 2, 3. Oh, so far away, I'm sorry. You should have, hello, 1, 2, 3 single crochets left, chain 1, 2 and 3, and single crochet right in the top of your stitch marker stitch, like that. All right, now I don't think I need to show you any more. All I would like for you to do is to repeat from there to there, there to there, and there to there. When you get to this section here though, however, you've already got one, let's get a close up, you've already got one single crochet. Once you get to here, you need to do your last 5 single crochets. You'll only end up with 4 spaces because you've got one stitch there. That's your 5th single crochet. So you'll have 4 single crochets left. Probably get to your last 4 spaces there, your 4 stitches, and I'll meet you there and we'll get excited to do that next round. Get excited, all right? So go ahead and finish off this row right here and I will meet you here once we're done. Alrighty guys, where you should be is right, oh that didn't work, look at that. Right, hello. Just put myself into a knot. Right here, you should have your last 4 single crochets left. So you would have done your whole row, got to your half doubles and then realised, wait a minute, there's only 4 single crochet left, but we do have one here, that's your 5th. All right, and let's just bring that over here like that. And off we go doing our last 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And your 5th one is right here, which we're going to slip stitch into like that. Pull your loop through like so. Take out your stitch marker like that. All right. Guess what? Oh no, don't get mad. Pull up a loop. Please don't get mad. Don't throw anything at me. I'll cry. Pull up your loop and get rid of your aqua. Get your green. Get excited. This is a very interesting row, guys. And once again, I'm not going to start here because I just don't want to. We're going to start right here. I don't want to start there. I don't. All right. So what we're going to do, here's our corner stitch. I don't want to start in the thread here. All right. Here's our corner stitch. Let's just bring that up. Right there. That's our single crochet right there. Or is that too close? What I want you to do is go 1, 2, 3. Pop your hook in that stitch there. All right. Grab your green. All right. Now we could actually, we're doing 5 double crochets here later. Now we could actually start on the 5th one, but I want to start in the middle. Just pull a thread through. Now that tail's really long. We don't want it that long. But we want it long enough to weave in later, yeah? Chain 1. All right, 2 and 3, pop a stitch marker in the top of that one right there. Okay, and we're going to close that up. And then just grab that tail and we can crochet over it if you like. We're going to put double crochets into the next 3 singles. Double crochet in your first single there. It's actually a second if you think about the chains, and double crochet into your last single of the row there. And then you've got this chain 3. You're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you're going to single crochet in the top of the single crochet that you already have in that corner. So do a normal single crochet there, like so. All right. Then turn it, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to double crochet in your first single. Now that's where your first single is, right there. Yeah. Double crochet into there, 1. Double into your next 4. Okay. 2, 3, and 4. All right, now you're going to put trebles, let's start that again, half trebles in your next 27 stitches. Now the half trebles, you know, are a lot of work. Well, not really, they're just more more work than the others, okay? So your half treble is pop your hook in, pull up a loop, 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through another 2. And then you're going to do it again in your second one, like so. 2 and 3 and 4. I'm not going to sit here and let you watch me do this. So do your trebles across. You need 27, and we're on our 5th one right here. I'm going to pop this on fast and off we go. 6, 26 and 27. And now 5 double crochets across. Being careful, we have a knot here, so let's just do 1. These are double crochets now. 2, 3, 4. Now the 5th one is here. We're going to pass that tail end over and just pop our 5th one on that last single crochet there. All right. And now chain 1, 2, 3 and 4 and single crochet in the top. It's a bit tight because yours truly is very tight. Right there. Like so. I'm just going to pull up 1 for a second. You don't need to. Just hold it there for one moment, guys. I just want to show what you've done. That is pretty much what you have done. Oops, let me open that out. I fold it up because it comes off the table. Sorry, guys. All right, that's pretty much what you've done. Now it's going to start taking the circle shape. The corners are going to start to fold in that tiny little bit and may even, squish up a little bit. That's normal. All right, don't stress. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you one more side and then you're going to do the rest on your own, yeah? All right, so we did our single crochet. When you've done your single crochet, you chain your 4. I've chained 1 there already. 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to jump into that first stitch with a double crochet. And off we go. Double crochet 1, 1 into the next, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Super duper easy. All right, so half trebles, yarn over, pop your hook in, pull the loop through, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 1, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Let's pop this on fast and off we go. 2, and 27. All right, you should now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets left. You're going to do 5 doubles. So it's a very basic row, this one. Yeah, very basic row. And I think you know what you're doing now. So what we're going to do is finish off the corner, and then you can head off on your own and finish off your row. So that's your 5th double crochet. Yes, chain 1, 2, 3 and 4. And what you're doing is popping a single crochet in the top of that single crochet corner stitch. Yes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and start with your 5 double crochets. Again, I don't think I need to show you any more. Head off on your own and do 5 double crochets, 27 half trebles, 5 double crochets, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, 5 doubles, 27 half trebles. Stop right there, and we will meet up and we will talk about what we're going to do next. All right, stop at the end of your 27 half trebles on your last side. All right, and I'll meet you there once you're done. Alrighty guys, look where we are. Can you start to see how it's starting to round off? Get excited, because the next, no, not this row, but the row after, we are going to form that full circle here. All right, it's still going, but a little, that's what happens. It's all about, hard work. Sorry guys, I hate to admit it. All right, so you would have done your 5 half double, let's try double, your 5 double crochets here, and your 27 half trebles here, and you would have ended up with 2 stitches left, which is correct, because you want to put 5 here. You've already got your 2, and your chain 3 will act as the 3rd, so you need to put 2 more in there, which is 4 double crochet, 5 double crochet. All right, and then you're going to slip stitch into the stitch with your stitch marker. Please don't throw a brick at me or anything. Chain 1 or pull up a loop. Give your work a cut. I'm sorry. Don't hate me too much. But at least you know the next row is your last colour change for 3 rows. Your next 2 rows after that, you'll have 1 colour only. But for now, let's get rid of the green. Let's grab the purple. Yes, we are using, I love this purple. All right, so now, once again, we don't want to work on the same area where there's an end. We can't help it now. We're going to start catching up with our ends. So don't forget, guys, you need to eventually start weaving in these ends, but not right now. Not right now, no. Find a corner that you like. We are going to pop not the last double crochet in that corner, but your second last double crochet. Pop your hook in there, grabbing your purple, pull a loop through. We're going to start off with a double crochet. We'll start off with 3 chains first, which will act as a double crochet in this round, yeah? All right, so chain 1, 2 and 3. All right, so there's your chain 3. In your next stitch, which is the last stitch, you're going to pop a double crochet like so. Whoops. Pop that little thread at the back. Remember, we did 4 before. We're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to single crochet on top of your other single crochet like so. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to double crochet in this double crochet. So yarn over your hook, double crochet 1, and we're going to do a second one in the next one, and a third one in your next one. And then you are going to do half trebles all the way across. We'll do this together, don't worry, I'm not going to leave you in a lurch. Half trebles all the way across until you get to your last 3 double crochets, and then we're going to put 3 double crochets in there. All right, so what I want you to do is just continue in those half trebles. I'm going to pop this on fast for you. Okay, so get to your last 3 double crochets here. In fact, get to the stitch where your little thread is, or your last 3 double crochets, and I'll meet you there once you're done, and we'll pop this on fast for you. And off we go doing we know how to do these half trebles, don't we? They are yarn over your hook in the next stitch, pull through 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 2. So it's a lot taller, in through 1, 2 and 2, and off we go. Alrighty, how are you going, guys? Let's get a close-up so you can see where I am. I'm not exactly there yet. I still have 1, 2, 3. I have 1 more left to do. And off we go in there, doing that last one like so. Alright, so you've got 3, well, you've kind of got 3 doubles. You've got 2 doubles in these chains, which will act as a double crochet. So now you're putting 3 double crochets in there, not half trebles, doubles. So off you go doing 1 double, 2, and 3. And what did we do before? We chained 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was chain 3, chain 4, chain 5. All right, popping a single crochet in the top of your green, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get excited, guys. The next row is going to be so different. Now you're going to pop a double crochet on that one there. Did I do 5? I did. Double crochet on top of that one. 1 onto your second one, and 1 onto your third. Now I'm going to pull up a loop for a minute and show you what you're doing here now. All right, so you're going to start to see the circle taking place. It's starting to come further around this way. So your next row and your next 2 rows are going to form that full circle. But for now, just quickly before you go and do the rest of this side, what we're going to do is just count our half trebles. You should actually have 31 half trebles in there, but we'll count anyway. You've got your 1, 2, 3 doubles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31. And then you've got your 3 half doubles. I'm sorry, let's try doubles. Wake up, Mary. So when you continue, all you need to remember to do in this round is your 3 doubles, 31 half trebles, 3 doubles, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, 3 doubles, 31 half trebles, 3 doubles, and so on. So just repeat that side all the way around until you get to your last side of 31 half trebles. Once you do your 31 half trebles, you'll end up right there and you'll have 1 stitch left, all right, which will be your 3 doubles. 2 doubles and some chains, yeah? So go ahead and do that. Get to your 31st half treble on your last side, and I will meet you there once you're done. Alrighty, guys, this is where I asked you to get to. I said to do your last set of half trebles and get to your very last stitch here. Now normally you would be putting 3 double crochets here. You've got 1 already, and you've got your 3 chains, which will act as a double crochet here. We're going to pop 1 last double crochet in that stitch there, and then you are going to, if I can get it right, slip stitch into the top You know what? It's really tight. So slip stitch into that stitch there. Don't you love it? Slip stitch into there like so. We have to do this. Beauty is pain, guys. I'm going to call it beauty is pain from now on. That's it. Cut your purple. Yeah? But at least this next colour, you're going to do 2 rows of. Grab your gorgeous blue. Let me bring that out. Hello. Grab that gorgeous blue. Yes, yes, yes. Grab the gorgeous blue. This next row, very interesting row, but it's the start of closing up shop, if that makes any sense, all right? We're going to start, again, we're not going to start in a corner where we have a tail. Of course, you can if you like, but we're not going to. We're going to start here, okay, right here. So just find a corner anywhere. You can start in the same one if you like. It's entirely up to you. But here we go. In that first stitch right there, the very first one, okay, if it helps you, that's where your chains are. That's your first stitch there. And now that is too close. Don't you love it? All right, grab your blue. Pull the blue through like normal. We're doing everything the same here like normal. We are doing a single crochet. So chaining 1 first, locking it in place nice and tight, and then just do your normal single crochet. I'm grabbing your stitch marker like so. Very, very basic row, okay? What you see is it, all right? Single crochet in that first one. Now you are going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to skip over all of this, jump into that first double crochet with a single crochet, like that. And what you have is an open section, yeah? All right. And then guess what you're going to do? Easy row, single crochet, single crochet, single, 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 all the way across until you get to this little thread here, and I will meet you there. I'm going to pop this on fast for you, and off we go. Let's bring it up a little, just get rid of all the mess in the background. You didn't see that mess, did you? All right, off we go, and I'll meet you once we get to that thread. Alrighty guys, we're almost there. Let's get a nice close-up. Nice close-up, there you go. Alright, so that's where our thread is. I have 1 stitch right there, and then the stitch with a thread in it. You're not counting the middle bit because that's like the slip stitch join. So I might just grab the thread at the back and crochet over it in the very next space, like so, with a single crochet. Then, of course, that's just a slip stitch section. You're jumping into the top of that stitch. It's a bit tight, yeah, with a single crochet. Jumping into the next stitch with a single crochet. And guess what you're doing in this little corner? Very much the same thing. Well, exactly the same thing you did in your last chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet in that first one, so you're skipping over all of this, and single crochet in your first double, and then you guessed it, single crochet all the way across. What a super duper easy row this one is. You know what that means, don't you? It means I'm going to let you head off on your own, finish it, and then get back to me. All right, so your job is to single crochet, get to the corner, chain 9, single crochet, get to the corner, chain 9, and same. When you get to the stitch before your stitch marker, wait for me there. Do not cast off after this row, okay? Because we are going to do another super duper, what I like to call close up shop row, and that is it. No, that's not the end of your blanket. Head off on your own, do your single crochets across, your chain 9s in the corner, and I'll catch you once you're done. Alrighty guys, I asked you to do your single crochets across and your 9 at your corners. I'm sorry, your chain 9 at the corners. And get to the end of the row, which we are here. Pop a single crochet in that last stitch. You are going to slip stitch into the stitch with your stitch marker, and you don't need to cast off. Yeah, we can use the same colour. Pull the loop through and pull it through to the loop you are in. In this stitch, the same stitch you are in, you're going to chain 1, 2 and 3, popping your stitch marker in your top chain lexel. Yes. And now, I thought that was smart bringing that forward, but that's just going to get in the way of the recording, isn't it? All right, from here, in your first space, you're going to pop 4 double crochets. So double crochet 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes. All right, now in that purple stitch way down there, move your 4 over. In that purple stitch way down there, you're going to pop in a half treble, and we've been working on those, so you know what you're doing. So yarn over your hook, you're going to pop it in. Let's move the thread out the way. You're going to pop it in that purple single crochet. Pull your loop through like normal, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2, and that's your first 4 across and 1 in the stitch. Yeah. Now you're going to pop another 4 in that next section. So off you go. 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. All right. Now we're going to do a normal row of single, let's try double crochets across, but this is going to be an increase row, or your work, as you can see, is going to start buckling in, and we don't want that. So now we're going to start increasing. Now in your first stitch, you're just doing a double crochet, just one, a normal double crochet in that first stitch. In your second stitch, you're going to put 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2 in the second stitch. All right, from here, you're going to count 8 across. Okay, in other words, you're going to put your increase on your 8th stitch. So really, let's do 7 double crochets. 1 in each stitch across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a stitch marker off there, stop the noise. 5, 6 and 7. And in your 8th stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. All right, you're going to do that all the way across. Okay, so let's go across 7. 1, I'm going to try and pick up speed a little bit. I'm not going to put it on fast. 2, I'm just going to pick up speed a little bit for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in your 8th stitch, 2 together. And 2, 7 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And what are you going to do? 2 into your next one. 1 and 2. All right. So you're going to do the same, 7 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're almost at the end here. On your 8th stitch, you're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. And then you put a double crochet in your last 3. I'm out of frame here, aren't I? Gosh, I wasn't out of frame the whole time. 1, 2, and 3. Hold it there so you know what you're doing. That's what you're doing. All right, so you have 2 in the second stitch there. Is it the second? Yes. And you have 2 there, which is 2, 2 there, which is 3, 2 there, which is 4, and 2 there, which is 5. You needed to increase 5 along this way. So you've got 5 extra stitches, forming it to stretch a little bit so it's not curling up like we were starting to see before. All right, so that's the only difficult part of this row, is making sure you do your increases on your every 8th stitch, and on the very first, I should say the second stitch, you need an increase, and the 4th last you'll have an increase there. All right, let's start again. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you the first part of this, and then you can repeat what you saw here. This is the part where we have to do the same as what we did before, where we are putting 4 double crochets. I was going to say 9, but we're not doing that. We're putting 4 double crochets in there. So 1 over the blue, 2, 3, and 4 double crochets. Now remember, we put a half treble way down into the purple. So you've got your yarn over your hook, pop it in the purple stitch, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2, moving it over a little bit, and popping your 4 double crochets in the next, the next space. So it's kind of separated the whole section, but closed it up to fill it up, if that makes any sense. All right, now in your first single crochet, you're doing 1 double crochet, and in your next one, you're doing 2 double crochets. Yes, and then you are repeating what you did there. Okay, it's 2 in every 8th stitch, and on your last 3 stitches here, you're putting 1, 2, and 3, just putting 1 stitch in each stitch, and then you're doing this corner again. All right, so as you can see now, it's starting to round up. Okay, so that's what's going to happen to the rest of your work, and it's actually come out a little bit. It's stopped our, see our little work from curling up there a little bit. It's curling up a little bit. It's curling up a little bit. It stopped that by the increase. Okay, now we're not always going to be increasing. It's just for this round to give a bit of stretch, and then later we'll be increasing in different ways. Okay, but in the meantime, I would like you to repeat that there, there, and here. When you get to here, you'll have your increase around, where are we? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. You'll have your increase on your second last stitch, third last stitch here, and then you'll have your 1, 2, and those chains there will act as your third one. All right, so don't stress if you're really worried. Just do your last increase. That's probably a good idea. Do your last increase and wait for me there. All right, continue on in that row, and I'll meet you there once you're done. Alrighty guys, it is getting so much bigger that I can't fit it in. Don't you love it? Alright, so at this stage, let's blow that up a little bit. You should have done this last side, and I said to get to your last increase stitch, which is your 8th stitch, and then you should have 2 double crochets left. Hopefully you have, because count will matter later. Okay, so we're going to pop a double crochet in that first. I meant 2 singles, by the way, left, not 2 doubles. A double in the next, and then before we slip stitch to join, just to fill in some gaps here, I'm going to pop a 2nd double crochet in the same stitch that your chains are in. So you're going to pop a double crochet in there like so. So just slip stitch into the top of this stitch right here. All right, and guess what? Beauty is pain. Chain 1 up the loop. I'm sorry, guys. Oh no, you really hate me in this part of the tutorial, don't you? Not really, because look how gorgeous our work has come out. I mean, simply divine, yeah? All right, once again, we're going to do a final row to make this perfectly, well, sort of round. It won't be perfectly round, but it will be round. Grab your aqua. We're going to use aqua. Now, again, we're going to start near a corner. Doesn't necessarily have to be in the corner, but I think it doesn't actually matter where you start, to be honest with you. But I say we start in just before those 4 double crochets, just to keep in sync, yeah? So popping your hook in that stitch right there, easy row this one, very easy row. Pull your loop through, grabbing your thread, passing it forward, chain 1, you know this part, single crochet in the stitch to lock it all into place, pop in a stitch marker. Yes, and if you like, because this is, you know, a single crochet row, you can crochet over that tail a little bit, which I'm going to do anyway. So just jump into your very next stitch with a single crochet, and your next, and your next, and your next, and so on all the way across your row. I'm going to pop that tail at the back now, and single crochet again, and single again, and so on. Now, if you're anything like me and your math skills are to be desired, I'll use those words, to be desired. What I like to do when I'm working on really large projects that the count is really important, I count 10 across. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that was lucky. I didn't count that before. 10, and I pop a stitch marker in there. If you've got 200 stitch markers, all right, you really only need 20, but you don't have to. This just helps me to count later. Later when I'm done, I go, right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You don't have to do this. This is just for my benefit, yeah? So I'm going to keep going, single crochet across and across like so. A very super easy row. I'm not going to sit here and let you watch me do that. What I would like for you to do, easy peasy, single crochet in every stitch you come to. However, what I want to do is just get you to this section here. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Just single crochet. I'll pop this on fast. We're going to single crochet until we get to this thread, so I can show you what to do there. And I'll pop this on fast. Let's pop this on fast, and off we go, and I'll meet you at that thread in a moment. All right, how do we go, guys? I'm almost there. Let's get a close-up for you. All right, so we've got a single crochet in your next. Now here you've got your double and your chain stitches. All right, grab your thread and pass it at the back if you want to. You don't have to. I'm going to do that. Single crochet into the double before the chain stitches, and then a single crochet into the chain as well. Okay, and then continue along your merry way. All right, that's that. All right, so I don't think I need to show you any more. Just do your single crochet in the round, get to your blue stitch marker. You don't have to do these if you don't want to, but get to this last stitch right here, very last stitch, and I will meet you there once you're done. Alrighty guys, it's getting too big for me to hold. Alright, so I asked you to do a single crochet in the round like so, all the way across, slip stitch into this stitch right here, stitch marker out, chain one, or pull up a loop I should say. Oh, that was a little bit out of frame, but doesn't matter, you know what you were doing. It's just pulling up a loop and getting yourself ready for, guess what guys, part 3. Now the reason I'm calling it quits here is because this tutorial is going very long. So what I'm going to do, just quickly find a thread that's real difficult. I think the yellow one was very difficult because look at that, it kind of sits, or maybe it's not the yellow one. Which one was it that was really difficult? There was one that was really odd. The blue. Yeah? No? Doesn't matter. Let's just try the blue. The aqua. Not blue. Hello, wake up Mary. We'll just try the aqua. Oh, I've got 2 needles here. How many needles do you need? Come on, woman. How many needles do you need? Okay. So we're going to do the aqua. I don't know why I ended up with 2 needles, but anyway. It doesn't matter. Ah, yes. This aqua one is a little bit awkward. Actually, not this one. The one here. Let's try that one there. Now that one is, it's kind of near your little chain stitches, all right? So it's relatively odd. It's in a weird place, if you will, yeah? So you can kind of see, hello. So you can kind of see that look, yeah? This is the wrong side of your work. Remember, we're always weaving our ends on the wrong side so that you don't have that sticking up through here like there. You can actually see it sticking up. We're going to bring it down. So you see how I can pull it down and it's gone? Yeah? So what you're going to do whilst you're here is just grab, turn it over, and grab some loops to go into. Now I usually just take 1 loop. If you take 2, you're kind of working into the stitch. So I usually just take the 1 back loop, if you will, or even if you want to split it, you can. Probably best not to split this pattern too much because it's going to be visible, yeah? Make sure you can't see the needle from the front. You can't. You can see it through the green space, but that's about it. So you pop it through there, all right? So what that's done is it's just closed it up a little bit and you can't even tell it's there, all right? Then you find some, I'm sorry, I'm a bit itchy today, guys. Can't be the cotton, can it? Oh, I hope not. You find some threads to go into. So you're weaving in through the green stitches and back into your blue. Before you do, just check the front and make sure you can't see the needle, okay? Really important, because we are using really bold colors, and if you can see that needle, you're going to see your colors. Now I would suggest later, once you're done, that this one, oh, look at that. That's a really weird one too. Oh dear, they'll have to come across this way as well. So it's going to be a little bit solid, that stitch. Yeah, that's part of it all really. I might get this one to go right across to stay away from the other stitch that's going to be more solid, or the other thread that's going to come in. Just have a look at the front, make sure you can't see the needle, and you definitely can't see that needle. Pop it through like so. Now I'm only going to weave it back a little bit that way and then come back again, because we still need to weave that end in, and the only way you can come is this way. If you go that way, you're going into your chains, it's going to be noticeable. So I'm not going to weave too much with this one. Just going to weave, well, we've already weaved heaps over. Now when you're going back, you're just splitting a little bit of yarn and then going back pretty much in the same way you came, making sure it's in a different section when you first start. Yeah, or you're going to end up with unraveling what you just did. Yeah, so pop that in there like so. And to stop it from coming out, this is cotton, so it's going to be relatively thick, but to stop it from coming out, you go back in the same direction, again splitting a different section of your yarn, making sure you can't see your needle, and off you go. I think this is really super thick now. All right, so there you go. Give that a cut, give it a gentle tug, and it hides into your stitching. Now when you turn it over, this is where you are looking at it right here, around here. So right now, all it looks like is a row of greens, yeah? Now with that blue one, you have to go back in there, but don't go all the way across where you went with this one here. Well, not blue, it's aqua. I keep calling it blue. Pop it in through there, get about this far, go back and then go back. And that way you avoid what we've just done here with the rest. I hope that helps. It's a little bit awkward with the weaving in ends, guys, but that's it for part 2. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share and do all the wonderful things that you guys, well, pretty much already do for me. Now, part 3 will be uploaded in another couple of days, maybe within a week of seeing part 2. But bear with me. Make sure if you check us out on our lives at 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoons and 10 a.m. Saturday mornings Melbourne, Australia time, you can see the progress of it before you get the next tutorial. So you will know the very next step and what this is going to look like. It's still kind of not circled, okay, but it will be. It's more of a squarey circle, if you will. I don't even know what to call it. But we're still going to be circling that off a little bit more. By the time we're finished, this should be a circle, all right? Now, in the meantime, guys, weave in all your ends, get yourself organised to be sorted out by a week's time so that we can complete part 3 of our tutorial. Thank you for joining us and ciao for now.